Do you enjoy going to Moulin Rouge as much as we do? Better yet, do you like going to concerts and sporting events?
SeatGeek helps people easily purchase tickets to these kind of events and unites people like you and us through live entertainment.
And things just got easier for you. As proud partners of SeatGeek, you can use our exclusive promo code CANCAN10 and you'll get $10 off of any purchase that is $250 or over.
Hey Lily, you've been eyeing up that can seat for a while now.
You're so right, Jules. I think I'm gonna go purchase it right now and use our code for a discount. Do you want to join?
Hell yeah.
Again, that's CANCAN10 to get $10 off of any purchase that is $250 or over. Only valid for your first purchase. Hi guys, welcome back to episode 32 of Can Talks. It's Lily. I'm with my co-host Jules. We've got a really fun episode today. I'm very excited for it. It was Jules's idea, but before we get into it, announcements.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so announcements today. We forgot to cover it on last week's episode. I'm so sorry. But Tasia's leaving. So we have her a few more weeks. She's actually leaving the 29th because I get to see her on the 28th. So she's leaving at the end of the month. And as you know, Aaron and Jojo are leaving on October 13th. And Ricky Rojas just left today for the third time. Bye, Ricky. We'll see you again in like 9 to 12 months or whatever. So taking over, we have John Cardoso is coming. Yay! He
Yeah!
is coming. Soleil is coming. And Pepe is coming from the tour. And the tour to Broadway pipeline is strong. And Nikki is coming to play Arabia from October 1st to December 1st. So she's only been doing about 2 months, but she's coming as well. So the Broadway to tour pipeline is strong and well. Like
Yeah.
we love the Broadway tour pipeline, and to have John back in that role,
Oh my
he,
gosh. Oh, he's
he
so
did
good, guys. He's so good.
so good. And we didn't get to see him for a long time in the tour, so it's so nice that he's coming back, and this time on Broadway. So
Yeah.
that's really fun.
And Pepe
Um,
was throwback to when Pepe was a swing in the tour. I
Swing
got to see
and
him as Santiago in Cincinnati, but and he was so good. And John Christian always has my hearts. Unhinged, still lives rent free in my mind, even after a year.
love, 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 love. I got to see him in the Notebook, so I'm so excited to see him now in Rougy Rouge because, well, yeah, I met him. I was really lucky. I got to meet him back in July at Courtney and Derek's last show. I was
Hmm.
just walking out and I was like, "Is that John Cardoza?" And I sometimes get really awkward to approach people, so I was just like, hi, are you John Cardoza?" And I went up
Oh,
to him and I just like said hello. I was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." And I
and
just
he's the
mentioned
sweetest
he
person.
was so
Like he's
nice
so
and
sweet.
he was very, very lovely. Um, and he was such a big supporter of Courtney. It's so cute, the friendship they have. Anyway, I can blab all night. I'm in a
We
really, really good
could. We
talkative
honestly could
mood
about
today.
this cast.
Poor, poor Lily had to listen to me rant for about 20 minutes before we even started recording. Anyway,
This is true.
so we have a really fun episode today. We are doing, so we do these deep dives, but we thought, well, why don't we turn it on its head? And do like, what if we were Bohemians? Who would we be? Our
Mhm.
story, all this kind of fun stuff. So we are basically just making up a story if we were
Look, we've
in
been
Moulin Rouge
creating backstories and different theories for a bunch of these characters, and now it's our turn to be a character.
to immerse ourselves in the world of Moulin Rouge. So my first thing we're gonna start off with, I'm gonna put everybody on the spot. I say everybody, it's literally just you and
So it
me
was just
here.
us two.
What would your character's name be?
Oh my gosh. Ooh. I'm trying to think of like a French name, but like I don't know if I'd actually be French, you know what I mean? I don't know. I always like the name Lydia right now is like
Is that
screaming at
because you
me, I
watch
guess.
Beetle? Is that because you watch Beetlejuice
I
the other
did
day?
watch Beetlejuice.
That's
Maybe
why
that's
you said
why. I'm
Lydia.
also kind of thinking about Love Island because there's a bomb show named
Yeah,
Lydia, but
yeah.
I don't know. And it's like an L name, so I don't know. And it sounds kind of cool, but I don't know why that name is screaming at me right now, but I guess my name is Lydia.
You know what? My one would be Genevieve. Mm,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
cute.
I
Because
like
I
that.
want it to be like, like there's no like in the Moulin Rouge, there's no one named Bob or Kevin. Like it's no, everyone's got like,
Bob or Kevin. Nice.
Santiago, Christian. Like no one's named like generic names. So I'm
Thomas
like,
Lautrec,
it's
Satine,
gonna be something cute. So I was like, Genevieve.
Pierre.
Pierre. Love Pierre. Okay, names. What is like your like where are you originally from?
Look, I might actually just be from Ohio.
I knew it.
Jules, Jules,
Her and Christian
ridiculous.
were roommates. No, and they were
And they were
roommates.
roommates. No,
Neighbors.
no, I don't know. Maybe I'm from London. I always love like I don't know, like Italian. So maybe I come from Italy.
Love that.
So
Good old Italy.
mafia. I was a part of a mafia gang.
Oh my God. Her and her mafia fantasies. I am just from my character is from France. So like she's like French. Um, okay. So Italian,
Italian and French.
French. Okay. How did you get Okay, what were you doing before you were recruited to the Moulin Rouge? Like what were you doing?
I think I would definitely be like dancing for sure. So like I don't know if that would be like an underground club or like street performing, but for sure I'd be like dancing somewhere for extra cash and money. And not the greatest life that, but
It could be worse. She could be turning tricks on the street at 13.
that
So
is true.
didn't have as bad as Satine did.
Hmm.
It means so much worse. I think I'm like this. I think my character's the same thing. Like she would be maybe, I don't know. Personally, I cannot dance for shit, everybody. I just want everyone to know that. I do water Zumba. It's like Zumba in water.
Yeah.
I just do it with my mum. My mum would accompany. And I realized I cannot dance for anything. I'm like, okay, you know. So I feel like she's like my character would be like kind of like a secret dancer, but like that's not her. Like she doesn't perform on the streets. Like maybe
Yeah.
it's just like a hobby.
Hmm.
Like she loves it, but like she's a working girl, she's got bills to pay. Well,
Hmm.
like it's obviously it's 1899. I think maybe she's like a I don't know, bookmaker or something like a
Yeah.
baker or something like that. I feel like she's got like a generic job.
Right, right.
Um,
What
okay.
were like the generic jobs back in that time?
What? Not a social media influencer. Um, should we look?
Yeah,
Generic jobs in Europe in 1899.
1899.
The first thing's gonna be like prostitution. Um, okay, barbers, blacksmiths,
Oh
bookkeepers,
my God, Damon
bricklayers.
Barber Sweeney Todd?
Oh my, cigar makers. There you go.
Okay.
I feel like none of these were what women did.
Yeah, probably not.
Let's
Public
see.
executioner.
Oh, in the 1800s?
I don't know.
Oh, baker. See, like maybe a baker.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Clothing. Um, servants. You know, laborers, maids. That's more of like a female thing, like servers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's like women were only able to do so many things, like you know what I mean?
right.
Like
Yeah. Women's rights was not
women's rights was not
really
like
a
it is
thing.
now.
Yeah.
Um, it was not a thing. So thank goodness for, women's rights, the
Yeah.
suffragettes. big up those people. So I think something like, yeah, I feel like it would have been something like a baker or something like a man of like working in clothing. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
It would be very generic. Like, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Character development. How did you get to the Moulin Rouge?
Um, I feel like I'm definitely one of those people that like travel to France. Maybe I was a part of the mafia. Who knows? But I was escaping a suffocating life in Italy somehow and traveled to France, kind of like Christian, to be inspired by all the artists in Montmartre. And then Ziedler kind of picked me off of the street and was just like, you're a good dancer. Come do can for me.
Okay. I like that. I think my character was she again, she had this passion for dance, and maybe there was like a not like a help wanted sign, but like maybe there was like something that was like, Moulin Rouge dancers. And she was like, maybe I can get out of my this generic job I have and do
Hmm.
something, back in those times, like again, as we just spoke about, women were very like oppressed. Like they
Yeah.
weren't it wasn't like it is now. Like we can do anything. Like back then it was you can only do certain things. So maybe, and I think there was probably like do you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do this. And she went in and like, I'm thinking about Burlesque because I watched Burlesque the other night.
My God, that's such a good movie.
Such a great movie. And like how she goes in and auditions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, maybe she like kind of started off as like wanting to do it. And then she auditioned and just like, she went in and just was like, I'm gonna audition, see what happens. And bada bing, bada boom, she got a role. She
Yeah.
became a can dancer.
My hips would not, but
R.I.P. my hips.
yeah.
Me too. Me too. Okay. Does your this is good. Mm, this is a good one. I'm trying to find like I'm trying to think of like okay. How old do you think your character is?
Ooh. Trying to think. I want to say she's probably young because those hips aren't gonna be that old. Um, I don't know. I want to say maybe like younger than I am, so like maybe like 19, 20. But I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
Like old enough to like, be an adult, but like not old enough, you know what I mean, to
yeah. That's good. I would say like yeah, 20s, mid 20s, because I
Mhm.
feel like everyone knows as you get older, your body is like not as
I was like,
it's a
my
lot
hips aren't gonna be canning.
a little harder to. Okay, so your character gets to the Moulin Rouge.
Mhm.
What is like what is her experience ooh, sorry. What is their experience like at the Moulin Rouge? Do they know Satine? Do they have a needy in Santiago moment? Do they fall in love, or are they just, working their job, getting paid, and doing what they love? Do they get involved with the drama? Do
Mhm.
they know the Duke? Do they, patrons, all that kind of stuff? Like, kind of digging into that. So let's start with like let's start with like the whole do they in okay, I have to I'm sorry, I can't speak today. Okay. Give me am I having a stroke? I'm so sorry. I'm just like the words are in my
Yeah, the
brain. I
words
just can't.
are
I'm
words
like
are hard. I can definitely
I
attest
just
to that
can't
right
say
now.
them. Okay. Okay. Do you think that your character minds their business, or do you think like they get involved with all the drama with Christian
Ooh.
Satine? Because you are a character in the Moulin Rouge while
Hmm.
Christian Satine is happening.
Yeah.
Do you think that they get involved, or are they like a lot of the rest of the ensemble, unlike Pierre? I'm trying to call anyone out, but Pierre.
Here.
Do you think they kind of watch what's going on but don't want to get like involved or take a step back or support Satine, or what do you think your character does?
I think my character I think my character doesn't like. getting involved in drama. It's very much like me. I don't like getting involved in drama, but boy, do I like watching it. Um, reality TV person here. So I think I would probably be the same. Like, I don't want to get involved, so I might not say anything, but I will definitely be in the background eating my popcorn and watching everything unfold for sure.
I like that. I think my one's the same way. Like, because you don't want to really like, you don't want to be like Pierre and get involved and like,
Right.
be like in a way, kind of like a snitch. But you're also like, I feel like my character would be like a reflection of me. I'm very empathetic. I'm a very empathetic person.
Hmm.
Um, which is a blessing and a curse sometimes.
Yeah.
And I feel like my character would probably be like, again, like you, not wanting to get involved, but very, she'd probably feel bad for Satine. And
Right,
you'd
right.
know that Satine was, I mean, you would watch Satine go through what she goes through.
I feel like we talked amongst all the other ensemble members
Yeah.
about it, but not like directly to
Yeah.
Satine.
Or you don't go directly to Ziedler or the Duke.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that your character's a bit like Nini and Santiago? She maybe forms a romance with some of the
Oh, I
patron
don't
with
know.
a patron or some of the patrons. I don't know, maybe
I
two
don't
timing up in
know.
there.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe. I will
Maybe.
say F9 Painter gets around in the little like scene before before
Um,
Only Girl. So
Yar. Mm-hmm.
I was watching the show the last time. I was like, that man gets around. He's been with like three other people in the back. I was like, huh? Whoa. No, but I don't know. I feel like romance in the performing world is a little messy sometimes.
Well, yeah. Example, Christian City.
Christian's Dean and the Duke.
Prime example. That was a love triangle. Now a triangle takes place. Bada bing, bada boom. Foreshadowing. They
I think
foreshadow that.
definitely like the Moulin Rouge because it's such like a open, welcoming place, especially like you see it during Shut Up and Raise, like everybody's flirting with each other. So
Hmm.
like that kind of culture, I'd maybe be in that. But I don't think I think maybe after seeing like Satine and Christian and the Duke's like love triangle, maybe if something did happen between me and like a patron, I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
no,
I agree. I agree.
like cut it off. Like I don't want a love triangle.
No, I don't want to. I don't want no triangles. Not up in
No.
here. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that's super interesting about that. It's because they probably did. Like, they probably watched it and they were like, "Oh, like this is messy," and it did get
It got
it got very, very messy. Um, what about the Duke? Do you think you have any interactions with the Duke?
I don't know. I don't know if I would, because like I'm not from France. So like I'm like, who's this guy? Maybe. Like who's this guy like with the money and stuff? Maybe I'd like try to maybe slip in there a little bit, see what he's all about, money wise, like little money, but I don't think I would have known him prior. You know what I mean?
I think I would have kept my distance. Like my character would have been like, this guy is terrifying because he's screaming at everyone during
Right.
rehearsal scene two.
I think like during the opening, maybe I'd be like,
Oh,
heal one
okay.
kind of thing.
So
Like,
fresh and so clean, clean, you
yeah.
know.
But after, yeah, rehearsal scene one would probably be like, okay, maybe
And
I should not.
but like you said, ensemble members talk. So like Nini, said about how what happened to the last people, and they could have been like, no, this is not happening. I think she probably steers away from like she's probably interested. But ensemble members talk, and
Right.
Nini says about all that kind of stuff. They're probably like, "Hey, like this guy's dangerous. Like, yeah, he
Mhm.
comes into the club, but like, don't get too close. Like, he's kind of like, allegedly dangerous. We're
Allegedly.
still the Duke's lawyers, okay?
Yes. But yeah,
So,
I think that also might have some influence on like, just romance in the Rouge in general. Like this person is dangerous. What about the other patrons? You know what I mean?
and I think the Duke, and we've spoken about this when we did the Duke deep dive. I think the Duke is like he's been to the Rouge before. Like, this is not like Christian his first time.
Yeah.
I feel like the Duke has been to the Rouge, so they know who he is. Like,
Hmm.
oh, there he is. Like, oh, when he comes in, they're like, oh, like they were whispering, I'm like, look who's here, you know.
Hmm.
And so maybe it's something like that as well, like a bit like a, oh, he's known for coming to the club.
Even if he's
Um,
not known, he's probably known very well in France
oh yeah,
anyway, because he's got the money, the
money,
status.
money. He's an
So,
aristocrat.
yes.
Um, huh. Interesting. Okay, so what do you think happens? Right, Satini Weenie dies. R.I.P. Spoiler alert. What do you think happens? Like, do you carry on at the Moulin Rouge and see what happens next and like hope for the best that you keep doing a show? Or do you think, maybe this is a sign from above and I should move on?
I don't know. I don't know. I think this is like, I don't know. I don't know why, but like, I'm leaning toward like seeing what the other ensemble members are doing.
Hmm.
Seeing what the other Bohemians are doing, like kind of asking around kind of a thing and kind of doing that. But I also feel like I would have like such an attachment to the Moulin Rouge in a way
Hmm.
and would want to like keep dancing there somehow. Maybe I'd be like, Ziegler plays like begging Ziegler or someone to like take over.
Yeah, I think like it would be Christian, Santiago, and Toulouse create such an amazing show.
Yeah.
It would probably be like really hard, like, and be like, is this gonna happen? You're so connected to it because the show was so successful on the first
Mm-hmm.
night, opening night. It went well
Right.
until it didn't. It's like those crime
Right.
documentaries. It was all good until it wasn't. You know, that's it. It was all going well until it
So it
wasn't.
wasn't.
So it could have been like, I feel like my character would be a bit like just upset. Satine's dead.
Yeah, right.
Christian's distraught. The future hangs in a balance. Am I gonna still have a job? Like,
Right.
do I see what happens or do I move on? But then also you've created this family. I would like
Mm-hmm.
to think my character maybe stays to see what happens and then goes from there and decides.
Yeah,
Because the show
yeah.
must go on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they replace the team. Maybe like, all right, next person. And maybe I'm like my character's like, come on, please be me.
And Satine did say like, oh, like you got to tell your story. And it's like a matter of do we want to continue telling that story in honor of Satine, in honor of Christian, in honor of their love.
Yeah.
Um, truth, beauty, freedom, and love.
And the Duke pulls out. So they're
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
well, we gotta get money. So maybe we just keep
But
performing.
maybe opening night was a hit.
Maybe people loved it so much
besides,
they
besides, Satine's death,
besides
but
I don't know, Persona's Satini Weenie dying.
other than that, maybe
It was a hit.
it's a
Like
hit.
it was an
Yeah.
absolute hit, blockbuster. And then
Hmm.
everyone left. They would go tell their friends. They were like, this show was so good. They go back and see it. Where's the main girl gone? Oh yeah, she died. Ooh, that's good. Um
Here's
but
Satine.
Pierre Satine. I would pay good money to
Yeah,
see that.
Pierce Sparkling Diamond.
So
There you
maybe
go.
I don't know. Oh, Satini Weenie. Poor
Oh, I
Satine.
mean,
Now in the movie, the Moulin Rouge shuts down.
yeah.
So who knows? But maybe I would like to say I would like it to stay open.
Or we're all just ghosts
Or as Tyler said, we're all just ghosts.
haunting the
We
Moulin
all
Rouge.
die of consumption and we just haunt the Moulin Rouge by singing
They
encore.
don't have a ghost light in there, maybe so.
You know what? I could live with that life. I could live with
I
being a
could.
ghost singing the encore all the time. I'll be
You know
jamming.
what? Yeah.
You're not gonna pay bills when you're a ghost. You don't have to worry about your health when you're a ghost. 'Cause guess what? You're dead. You
And you
don't
get
gonna
to
worry.
sing an amazing mega mix of
You don't have to
songs.
worry about responsibilities because you're dead.
Hmm.
You don't have to worry about going to see that weird neighbor for coffee because you're dead.
Hmm.
I like that idea. I'd be jamming. So maybe I
Yeah.
will stay. Oh, consumption spreads like wildfire. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And we all know Satine had it. And then
Oh yeah.
probably the Duke and Christian had it.
And everybody
And
else.
then
And
everybody else had
Santiago
it.
shared a place with him. Santiago got it, gave
And
it to
then
me,
Nini gave, yeah,
gave it
and
to all
then
the Lady
Nini
M's, and it was just like a
gave it to
never ending.
Ziegler. Ziegler gave it to, yeah, there you go.
It was
It's a
a
chain
never
reaction.
ending. It was
Dominoes.
never ending. It was just boom, 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 boom. They all
Yeah.
fell like dominoes.
Yeah.
So we're just ghosts now.
Yeah. I like that idea, honestly.
Love it.
I would, yeah,
That's what Moulin Rouge 2
forever
should be.
haunting the
The
Moulin Rouge.
ghost. Yeah.
It's like a Moulin Rouge Beetlejuice, like
I like that
collaboration.
idea. Do you have anything to add for your character? Like, any questions to add?
I don't
Your
think
character.
so. I'm trying to think of like things that we've asked for our deep dives, but I think we've basically kind of covered everything.
Mhm. I like it. All right, now write us into the new movie so we can have like a write us into the new Moulin Rouge 2 or write us into the Broadway show so we can have our Broadway debut.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Can save my life. So I'll make an absolute fool of myself. But if it's in a movie, you can like CGI it, you know?
Yeah,
You can
right.
CGI Can.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, I'm doing that. I'll be like at premiere, look at me, I'm the
CGI, you can
Can.
CGI different legs
Yeah,
on two. Even me, because it's like I've danced for 13 years, but I look at the can dancers, at Rouge, and I'm like, can't do that. Could not be me.
neither.
Maybe you need to CGI my right leg. My left leg is fine until it won't be.
Until it
Until the
was
hip
all good.
replacement.
It was all good
Until it
until it
wasn't.
wasn't. Dun dun dun.
That should be our opening
It was all good until it
for
wasn't.
Moulin Rouge 2. It's all good until
Oh
it
my.
wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Anyway, that's all I've got for
Yep.
my character. That's all I've written for the character development.
Yeah.
Um,
And I
unless you
think
have
we've
anything to
covered
add.
everything. Yeah.
I think we have. Um, well, it's been real. It's been a very silly episode.
Hmm.
I literally just couldn't talk. I was thinking it. I was like, I don't know how to say it, but yes, it's been real. It's been fun.
It's
It's been
been
real
real
fun.
fun
Anyway, we'll be back
with another episode next week.
next week. Bing, 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 bing.
Bye, guys.